Hello everyone, today I'm going to do part two of the follow-up video. The previous video I did all like the setup things that I do before I put the car on the balance. I'm just going to continue on just to keep things consistent. The only thing I changed is the ride height in the rear. I thought I would show you the difference in front weight bias. The rear is now 5 millimeters ride height, and the front is 5 millimeters as well. So as you can see here, the weight difference is a little bit, about 9 grams approximately. So let's just get to it. I'm just going to balance the car, and then afterwards I'm going to check the ride height to see if it's changed much. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to add some preload to the front right. I'm just going to add just maybe 1/8 of a turn. I don't think I need a whole lot. I'm going to do 1/8 of a turn there. I'm going to turn out 1/8 of a turn there, and I'm going to turn out 1/8 of a turn there. Let's take a look. Pretty close. Look at the rear. The rear is pretty close. Side weight's not too bad. Still, we got some rear weight, which is good. Let's continue on. Let's check. It's not bad. I'm just going to maybe just take a fraction. Add just a fraction. See what we got going on there. All right. I think I might have gone too far a bit. Let's just back it out a little bit. All right, I'm just moving it just a hair. Not very much. The scale's moving around a bit, but I'm looking more or less at the rear. I want to make sure that the rear is balanced as close as possible. The front I can get away with having a bit of a difference, but also the side to side is really close as well. So I'm really happy with that weight distribution. So everything's 50-50. I'm good to go. So now let's check the ride height. Now, remember, I just moved the collars like 1/8 of a turn at most. So let's take a look at the ride height here. All right. So 5 millimeters on the front, 5 millimeters on the rear. I'm just going to check here again. What do we got here? Boom. 5 millimeters. I wish I can show you there. I'm not lying. Don't worry, boys. Let's try the other side. 5 millimeters there. Let's check this guy in the back. I guess I can't really show you that. It's a little bit difficult with this iPad. There we go. 5 millimeters on the rear. What do we got here? 5 millimeters. I just like to double check everything. Double checking's key. 5 in the back. So really everything's good to go. Just lighten it up a bit here. Let's check the overall rear ride height. What do we got going on here? Boom. 5 millimeters on the rear. So I'm happy with that setup. So as you can tell, it is important to make sure that A, the chassis is tweak free, B, the chassis is balanced on the pins perfectly, or as best as you can. Then C, you want to measure the distance between the shock collars, to set them ready for the ride height, and then measure the ride height, and you're going to have to adjust the collars according to setting the proper ride height, and you want to adjust them left and right equally, and then put on the scale, adjust the collars just slightly. You could just turn it a quarter or half depending on the situation, but really you should only have to adjust it, in my situation, since I did everything properly, like to 1/8 or a quarter of a turn. Not very much. Okay, if everything's perfectly balanced, all you're trying to do is take out any variables in the suspension. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.